How's it going, everybody? Before we go into the tier list, the audio is horrible, and I'm totally sorry. And the next one we do, when we do fives, it will be better. I was totally sick. I was coughing throughout. Maybe we should have postponed it and did it at another time, but I wanted to put it out for you guys. So I know the audio is sort of low on my end. It's weird on 218's end, but it's okay. We'll get it right next time. Just full on disclaimer. So let's cut into the video. How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here with another Marvel Snap video. We're grading all of Zabu's friends here, all the fours, and I have two 18s to help me.
What's
So
up,
make sure
y'all?
that you go subscribe to his channel. I'll have his info linked below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go into the first card here. We have Enchantress. What do you think?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Since we already y'all we had to like start the recording over, so we're like saying some of these twice. But yeah, we could just put her in A. I
All
guess we'll
right.
just say the reasoning again. It's like sometimes I mean she could potentially be S like at the end when we like reorganize things, but sometimes it's just like you have to save her for the very end. And at that point, you're not able to play a stronger card, or sometimes you rather use like Rogue. Let's say if they're playing Wong, or like um, even you might prefer Cosmo to like stop Wong and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's I just feel like that 4 cost is kind of like holding her back from being S, but yeah,
All right. Sounds good. What about
yeah,
Super Giant?
super giant. Yeah, what do we say, bro?
I think we had her in A2.
Yeah, we had her at A. Yeah, she's cool. Sometimes she can mess your opponent up. Sometimes she can mess you up. Depending on like I don't know if you just forget how the cards work, or if you like didn't plan your strategy out properly. It's I know the example I gave was like if you're planning to play for like Black Swan on turn 5, you're not gonna be able to do that if your opponent put down Super Giant or you put it down, right? So, but I mean she's pretty good though. She's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think she's pretty decent. I think you
Yeah,
definitely need Daredevil too to give you some insight on what's going
sure.
on, but definitely a strong card.
Yeah,
Next, we have Ghost
big
Rider. Where do you got
big
him?
Ghost Rider. B. It's just like most times you just rather use Hella, but I mean his ability isn't bad, so it's like he can't really be that bad of a card. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad when you discard like Hella and Ghost Rider.
yeah,
There's like nothing. Like at least like if you discard Hella, you're like, oh, there's a little bit of chance Ghost Rider can bring back Hella and she can bring back a bunch of other stuff. But when they're both
everybody else,
gone,
right,
it's gone.
right,
And then next we have Drax. I know you're pretty low on him.
yeah, yeah. I was hating on Drax. I think we ended at C though.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, you guys. I mean, me personally, man, I just never use Drax. You feel me? But this I'm gonna let like why did you have him at C for Sean?
I, I think he's like a for sure thing. Like I don't
Yeah,
like to use Rescue or Jessica Jones. Like I just like knowing the powers there. Jessica Jones, you don't know if the location's gonna change and you're gonna have to play into that lane next turn. I don't know.
right.
He just feels like a for sure thing for me, and I want a for sure thing on the board
Word. I give you that.
for the most part.
hmm Up next, we got Big Atuma. Um, what you got him? Where you got him for Sean?
I got him as a C.
See,
Like he's a good card. It's good stats for a four drop. It's just that you have to do so much to get him.
yeah,
Like you
like
either
work
have
around
to,
his ability, basically.
yeah, like you're gonna have to play like Invisible Woman, or you're gonna have to play like a Tuma and then Professor X over him,
Right.
or Armor or Zero. It's too much going on.
Yeah. Now, granted, you can do some cool stuff with him. If you use like an Atuma, if you just use like a whole bunch of 410s with like zero, because they all the 410s have like a bad ability. Using with like zero, um, at that point you could also like throw Scar down on that deck because you're gonna be able to get your like your 410s out pretty easily with like if you throw Zabu on that deck as well. So I mean you could do some cool stuff with cards like Atuma, Typhoid. Sentry. It's just like you always have to work around them, which is why they probably can't, be that high ranked. So,
Let's
but
see.
yeah,
Next
if
we
y'all
have
disagree, let
Jubilee.
us know, man. Big Jubilee. Um, I don't know. How do you feel about her?
All right.
Y'all leave a like, man, so this cold could go away.
I'll
but
probably cut that out. But
but Jubilee,
Jubilee. So I think Jubilee's an A tier
okay,
because she can bring back, like, she brings out stuff randomly that you might need.
right,
And especially with Zabu, you can play her on 3. So it's like good on curve.
yeah. Um, okay, yeah, I agree with that. I was kind of like thinking of Iron Lad, as like at the same time thinking about Jubilee, but I guess we could talk about him when we get to him, right? So
Well, the thing with, I don't know, it's weird with Iron Lad. Because
yeah,
sometimes Iron Lad, Jubilee will bring you out the Infinite, and then Iron Lad just copies the Infinite.
yeah, right. You don't use them in the exact same way. Like if you have Iron or if you have like Iron Man on your deck, right? You would probably use Iron Lad over Jubilee. Or if you have like Doctor Doom, um, like yeah,
Yeah,
you kind of use them a little bit differently, but
right. Like if you want stats on the board, you want to use Jubilee, but if you want the
yeah,
ability, you want Iron Lad.
Iron Lad basically, right? But yeah, I like A4.
My bad, my bad.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
Crap, I'm gonna have to edit. I hate editing. I thought I could just go straight through.
Look,
All right.
man, lead the coughs in, and everybody watching this video, man. If y'all ain't sub to Prashan, if y'all sub, the coughs will go away.
Eventually, yeah.
Right. So,
All right.
but,
So we got Spider Man, Miles Morales. Next,
yeah.
where do you have him?
I like B. I think he has a really great ability. Actually, he might be B or A. I think he has a really great ability. It's just like um running move. The fact that you have to like run either move cards or like I guess I call it like anti move cards like I guess Arrow Kingpin
Spider Man,
yeah
Juggernaut.
Spider Man right. I think the fact that you have to run him with those cards is why I wouldn't put him like at the very top because I feel like those type of strategies aren't that strong. But how you feel?
I think he's a good card. If you're
Yeah,
playing move or like move-ish decks, like
yeah,
silky decks, of course you want to put him in because if he's a one cost, or if the meta is that way where people are playing move, you would want to put him in because it's a free card almost. So
yeah,
I think B's a good spot for him.
yeah. I'm not mad at that.
And next we have Hellcow. What do you have, Hellcow?
Big Hell Cow. He's cool, but it's like at this point you just use Corvus instead.
Yeah.
Right? So it's I mean, C maybe.
Okay.
I mean, he's still very strong. Like on here it says 4, 6. Does it say 6 or 8? I can't really.
6. I think it says
6.
6.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all know they like buffed him to 4, 8. So I mean, he's still pretty strong. And if you like don't have all the cards, you could just put like if you don't have Corvus, you could just use him still. But just use Corvus, yeah. Right.
Yeah, I know like in Marvel Snap, like certain cards get rid of other cards. It's like Hope
Yeah.
Summers gets rid of Electro. Like when I see people
Exactly.
play Electro, I'm like, why are you playing Electro? That's weird. But next we have Jessica Jones.
Um. I mean, you said you didn't really like her. Where you put her? Where you put her?
I think she's B. She's an
B.
okay card. I think she's better than Drax, but I personally don't like playing her.
Where? I
So
agree. I agree
you
with
never
that. I
know.
agree with that. Yeah.
Because it happens all the time. People are like, "Oh, why don't you put Drax or Jessica Jones or Rescue?" I'm like, I just want to play. Like if I'm playing, um, if I'm gonna play Storm, I know Drax, and then if they miss, it's fine.
Right.
With Jessica Jones, if they change the location, then I have to play there anyway. So
Word. Now, up next we got werewolf.
Yep, we have Werewolf by Night. What do you have her?
I'm not
Or
gonna
have
lie,
him?
I don't, bro. My brain is not big enough to use werewolf the right way. Like I don't. I would say A. Maybe I wouldn't put him any lower than B. I just like can't do all the like. Okay, so I'm gonna have two cards over here. Let me play an unrevealed. That way I can move my way. Like it's like I don't know, man. How you feel about him?
I don't know. He's a good card. It's just that you have to be mindful of the board
Right.
space, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Like board space with like him and move cards. I just don't like that type of
Word.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if he gonna cut this out. But look, man, y'all see your boy Prashan struggling with the sickness, bro, with the illness. All right, so how many times I gotta tell y'all to leave a like and subscribe to my man, bro? That's all it takes. We look, man, we don't use cough drops. All right, we don't go to the doctor. We don't. You know what I'm saying we don't take medicine. Okay, we we get well off of liking and subscribing. So y'all just understand that. Y'all understand that, bro. Like I said, man, y'all see him struggling for a cough drop, and you can stop that. You can alleviate that issue. All right, it don't take much. It don't take much but a like and a sub. That's it.
Hopefully,
I
I don't
left the
die.
yeah, I left him a little message. I don't know if you gonna edit it out, but
All right.
but
Whew. Should be all right now.
all right. All right, so we back up next. High evolutionary,
Yep. High Evo.
the goat. Now he himself is like he would be F, but it's like it's weird. He is the problem with high evolutionary decks, but it's like it's kind of hard to like rank him because like he makes the Hulk into a really good card. Like he makes all of those cards really great. It's just like he himself is always the one you don't want to play or don't want to have in the deck. So I don't know.
I have him
I would.
as.
He's either A or S. I mean S or F. Like based
No,
on
he's
that.
S. The fact that he gives non-ability cards abilities,
Yeah.
he's S.
Right.
But the bad thing is, like, if he's in your hand and you have to play him, that's F.
Yeah.
Because you want to be playing
Exactly.
anything else but him.
Right.
Well, I think he's S tier.
I agree with that. Then. Yeah, I agree.
So we got our
Um,
first S tier card. Next, we have Beta Ray Bill. Where do you put him? He's one
big
of the
beta
newer
ray,
4 drops.
big beta ray, big beta male. Maybe, maybe B.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It's just, it's just you better have Jane Foster.
Yeah, I think there's too much unknown
Yeah.
with it, too. Especially being a 4, you only have 2 more turns to get him.
Yeah.
Well, get
I
to
mean, if
Stormbreaker.
right. I mean, yeah, but I mean, he can get like really out of hand if you like. The conditions have to be perfect. Like you need
Oh, yeah.
Jane and or like Wong plus Mystique and Odin or something like that.
Yeah, you
If you
need
like
like
really want to,
Zabu and then
yeah,
Beta Ray and then or Lockjaw. You could get it off like Lockjaw,
right,
but Lockjaw's nerfed, so it takes one more turn to get it. So it might feel awkward. But yeah,
exactly.
he's definitely a good card. And next we have Black Cat.
Black Cat. Hmm. Maybe like below. Where you have her?
Ever as a C, to
Okay.
be honest.
Okay.
Because if you see her turn 1 and she just goes away, Like it's bad, especially if you don't pull hella.
Right.
And then like if you're discarding stuff, like you forget, like you discard like an Infinite. You have a Lady Sif, you discard Infinite, and then you play Ghost Rider, and
It
then
pulls
like
her
Black
back.
Cat comes back, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like it's so disappointing. So sometimes I just leave her out of decks because there's no point. I'd rather have bigger stuff than her.
Word. Yeah. I agree with that. I also want to say, like, when you see her on turn one from the opposite end, you know what your opponent is using at that point.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
y-
Turn one, you know it's discard before they even put their Blade or Black Knight out there.
right.
So next
Captain
we have
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I think she fell all the way off, bro. I'm D or F, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
Yes. What you think?
I think she should be a 4-6, not a 4-4. Like to the her ability is great. Like her being a 4-6 can swing a game more. And it
Yes.
just feels weird that what's Martyr? Is Martyr a 1-5 or something?
Yeah, she is 1-5, right?
The fact that Martyr's a 1-5 and Captain Marvel is a 4-4 is bad.
Yeah.
The fact that like
It's
you're giving me more power to lose a game than to win a game is bad.
right. Exactly. She's just too weak. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, good
Right.
ability.
So,
I wouldn't mind playing her like back in the day. I was playing her with Shuri,
yeah.
and it was fine, but it's not enough now.
Right. So I mean, at
Next,
that point, just use vision. But
yeah,
I mean,
you
we
might as
get
well
we
use
can go to
Vision.
the next. Yeah, we go to the next. Absorb man. I'm gonna say S. I'm honestly, I'm gonna say S.
S tier, huh?
S or A. Um,
I would say I think he's A, because sometimes he's not a for sure thing. Sometimes he's just in your hand.
word.
Because maybe you don't have any on reveal, you just have ongoing, so you're just screwed to just play him to play him
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I accept that. I was just thinking because I mean, because you don't. I feel like I really only see him when somebody plays Brood, right? But I mean, you can literally throw him on a destroyed deck. Like you take Deathlock off and put Absorbing Man for your Venom or your Carnage instead,
Yeah,
right? Obviously, Wave, Doom, Absorbing Man. Um, literally any on reveal. So I mean,
yeah.
people. I feel like people aren't as creative as they can be with him.
Well, with Super Giant, what I was doing was I was playing Super Giant, and then I would play Absorbing Man, and
Absorbing.
then I'll play either Eliath or Doctor Doom, and then
Yeah,
Eliath will go off, and then Absorbing Man will copy the Eliath, and Eliath will go off again.
exactly.
So
Yeah, it's just like yeah. I mean, I obviously limited it to on reveal, but I mean, it's up to you how like creative you want to be with them. But I mean, I just have A, right?
yeah, it is definitely good.
Yeah, Drax. Oh, we
So
already got
Drax
him,
is
so
here
we
again,
yeah,
so let's get
yeah
rid of
throw
him,
him down.
and we got Loki.
Before like Vanilla Loki was like super triple S tier.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, what do you think right now?
I still have him as a A. I think I still like him.
Okay,
You just don't. You can't have to rely on the collector anymore.
you're right. Also, like it's just I feel like he's like one of the worst, one of the like most salt inducing cards to lose to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like to see your own cards beat you sucks.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, Big Dracula.
Yep, Dracula.
What you think? S? Would you A or S?
I have him in A.
Okay. Are we saving S for the top five or
We can, yeah, we can do
okay?
top five.
Yeah, so we could just come back at that point. Yeah, I like A at least for right now.
All right,
Um, Hercules.
Hercules.
I'm be honest, I don't have Hercules, and I've like played against one. So
I think he is D.
How come?
Well, it's whoever's cards hit him first. I think it should be whenever a card goes in his lane, it should bounce.
Okay.
So, like for instance, your opponent can move a card into Hercules, and then his ability's done for that turn.
Right.
But I think it should go off as many times as he wants, like during that turn.
I
I think
get you.
like move would be crazy if you want to play it that way.
Yeah, I just don't have enough experience with him, honestly. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I take your word for it, for sure.
Then we have
Um,
Lockjaw again. We talked about it last week.
he was when he was a three
He was
cost,
a
he
three,
was like
but I
one of the
knew he was
best,
gonna be a
right?
4.
He one of the best. Now, I mean, you could still cheat him out if you get like your Zabu out
Yeah,
or your Psylocke on turn two. Um, and
I
he's
think
just
he's A.
stronger now. So yeah, I keep him right there.
Yeah, I think he's A.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
What about Nick Fury here?
Nick Fury. I don't really like him, even with like Devil Dinosaur, because I feel like at because he costs that much, I just rather use like Agent Coulson, Sentinel, like one of the cheaper ones, or even Moon Girl on one of those type of decks.
Yeah,
But I mean, I yeah, like B or C maybe. How
yeah.
you what you think?
I think he's a B. Like if you play him
Okay.
with Zabu, he's all
Yeah,
right. And then Mockingbird is coming out soon, so I think he'll fit in there too. But I think it might
yeah,
be awkward since unless you play him on 3, exactly on 3. But I think he's okay, and he gives you 6
right.
drops,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's always good. So
so you never know. Especially if you play Quinjet, you can play Nick Fury, and then you can play a 6 drop 1 turn early.
yeah, Big
All right,
Phoenix.
Phoenix Force.
Um, it's tough. I would say like B, but I mean like high B maybe. I don't know because
Hybe.
it's like you must if your whole strategy is if your whole deck is based around Phoenix Force, you must pull it, and you also you have to kill your who is it? Your
You have to
Human
kill
Torch
Human Torch
or
or
your
Multiple Man or
basically
Vulture. Yeah.
right, and you better hope that they don't get Shang-Chi on turn five because you're not gonna be able to put your Taskmaster out or
Right.
right. So
Or if
it's tough.
someone destroys a card before you get to it, or if there's a bunch of squirrels out and someone plays Killmonger, your Phoenix Force is a squirrel, and then
Right, you're done.
it's over.
Exactly. Silver Samurai though.
Or you got him.
B.
I think so. I think he's
Okay.
B.
All right.
I might be a little bit high on him because I've been playing him recently, and it's been sniping like Iron Man, or it snipes like their Artem Zola,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm pretty high on them. But yeah, B's a good fit.
Yeah. It's just like another. They keep making better versions of old discard cards. Like they got Corvus, so Hellcow died, and then they got Silver Samurai. So there's no reason to use Moon Knight.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It's like targeted discard. And then next
Yeah.
we have Stegron.
Big Stegron. Man, I say B or C. I only really like him on a Kingpin deck. That's it.
Yeah. He's a good card. It's just that you don't know where you're going to fling the opponent's card.
Right. So yeah,
That's the
that's
only
what's
thing.
tough about it. Shuri, not gonna lie, A or S? What'd you think?
I got our
I think
S.
Shuri. Yeah, okay. Y'all know she's still brain dead. We don't really gotta even say nothing.
Oh, yeah. Easy Infinite. What about
Exactly.
Proxima?
I like A or uh yeah, I like A actually.
Yeah. I think she's A.
I like A. Okay.
Like, even if you play her on curve, it feels good because she's a 4/7.
Right.
Like, there's times where I have to play her because I didn't want to discard stuff. So like, or I didn't have any discard in my hand, so I was forced to
Yeah,
play her, and then it still feels okay.
right. She's strong enough that you can
Oh yeah,
still play her. Cold Obsidian, I think A or he it it doesn't make sense to me how they have him as like the only 410 with like no drawback. I mean, I guess the drawback is you need a one cost card, but everybody has one. So I
yeah.
think
There's
he's
so
really
many good
good.
one random one drops you could just throw in there, and then he
Yeah.
goes with Thanos.
Exactly.
I think it used to
And Black,
be you have to play him with a stone or something before they
yeah,
messed with him.
but now it's just a one. So I
Yeah,
put A. Yeah, especially like you get your Black Swan out turn 5. You already got your bishop out by like turn 3. You gonna play like six one drops on the last turn, and then you got your cold obsidian just to, it's cheap.
yeah, for sure.
It's cheap. Omega Red, I really
Yep,
like him now. I really like him now. Um, I would say, what you think? I would say like A.
I think he's A2.
Okay.
There's times I've lost so many games because like they randomly put Omega Red in the spot where I was gonna give them, and then they end up winning another lane because of that
Yeah.
power.
I think like sometimes he's just tricky. Sometimes those games where it's like whoever has the least power here wins,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough.
Yeah, when you have
So
like borrow with no name or something,
yeah,
you have to like either like hope that you're winning the other two lanes, or you're gonna have to like sacrifice something.
exactly. Yeah, but other than that, he's great.
Oh yeah,
But my
he's
my man Crossbones though, he got like some of the best. He got swag, but he's not good.
no.
I put D or F honestly. They should. I feel like they should just make him a 412 because why is he weaker than Sentry, Atuma, Typhoid, and Cold Obsidian, and he has a worse ability than them? In my opinion.
Well,
What?
because when I guess when Zabu first came out,
Yeah.
people were playing Crossbones like crazy,
Right.
but like now, I don't know. I just think there's so many other good four drops that you don't need Crossbones.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no point.
Yeah. I think he would need a buff to like be good, but we can move on.
What you got? Because all right,
I still like A. I feel like because I mean I think ever since they released like Kyera, it's a lot easier to use them because you don't have to. I mean, it's you don't have to worry about Killmonger the same way you used to. Like I think before that he was probably a little bit lower, but now I have him like A.
yeah, makes
Okay,
sense. Then back to the Iron Lad debate. Where do you have Iron Lad?
Pick Iron Lad. I think Iron Lad. I would say S maybe.
I think so. He's either S or A. We could leave him
Yeah,
as.
yeah, y'all. Yeah, like at the end we just gonna rearrange it probably. So yeah, we can leave him right there for right now.
Well, it's the same thing with Jubilee. You don't want
Yeah,
Iron Lad to pull an Infinite, but you get information that you're going to get Infinite next turn.
yeah,
Like, you want to have Iron Lad to take someone's ability, not their stats,
right,
compared to Jubilee bringing stats onto the board. And next we have Sentry. Sentry's technically a 4-10, not a 4-8. Where
right.
do you got him?
I say B. Um, Maybe he might even. Nah, he's B. I mean, you must have a nihilist or
Viper.
viper,
Or
or
like a
you gotta like
Carnage or
feel.
something.
Yeah, or you gotta like feel your right side to be. It's like you can't play him on the right, so I mean he can't be like A because of that. So
True. Next we have Wong.
Big Wong. I want to put him in S, but I
He's
feel
S.
like okay, all right.
What are your thoughts on Wong?
It it's just like you better pray they don't have Cosmo or Rogue or Enchantress. and I
True.
feel like more often than not they do. So
I don't know, but when it works, it works.
yeah, definitely.
Like,
Right. And there's actually I'm lying. Keep them at S because even if they do like, yeah, I mean, it's just so much you could do with Wong. Wong, White Tiger, Wong, Black Panther, Zola. You got the
Wong,
hazmat set.
Hazmat,
Yeah,
Gambit.
yeah, it's too much. Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
tripping.
All right. Next, we have the thing here.
The thing, regular thing is F. Evolved thing is B. C. B.
I don't know. I have him at C. Like him by
Okay.
himself, he's okay. Him before he was OP when High Evo first came out. All these cards were
Yeah,
OP
exactly.
until they got nerfed. But yeah, I think he's a C. He's all right.
Okay.
I just put both of them together, average them out. He's a C.
Yeah.
What you got? Name more.
Any more? C.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or
It's cool. I mean, dang, you got him all the way down there. It's like, even though he's, I'd rather use Namor over Orca because you at that point you can still get out your you still. I like to put him on the right or the middle. You get out your claw and your what's his face onslaught to be able to support him. And I feel like more often than not you could just win the lane like that, but his ability is just not good.
no, it's
You I
bad.
saw you made a face when I said I use him over Orca. Like what you
I use
like?
Orca all the time.
What?
There's like a
Oh
cool
no.
Galactus deck with Orca.
Word.
So
I
I
mean, yeah. I mean, I got him at C. Like, what were you thinking though? D.
D.
All right. I mean, we look. It's up to you,
But
bro.
he's like a card I'd never play. Like
Yeah.
he's one of those cards. I think W plays Namor a lot, but I don't know. He's just like a card I'm bad with.
Word.
Next we have Rescue.
Rescue. Man, I hate rescue, bro. I
I
would
do
say
too.
D or F to be honest. I think I use rescue like for a video that like got my most dislikes on the
Oh
video.
wow. Most
Yeah.
dislikes?
Yeah, because I use like a really stupid deck with rescue, and they were like, "Man, you not, yeah, bro."
Oh.
So
I think my
she's
most disliked video is one I think it's like a Shuri deck.
yeah.
But the thumbnail looks like a cozy thumbnail.
Oh, word.
So
So they thought
like
you was
they came
copying,
to the video thinking it was cozy, and they
and
saw
then they
me
saw a
and they
black dude, and they like,
they didn't like it. And then my fault too, because I didn't even play the combo. Is like I should have like that's one thing I learned. I should have played the combo more than like what I said. It was sort of like clickbaity, but
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So we both got bad memories with rescue, bro. She can't go no higher than D.
Oh no no. And then we have Shang Chi.
At S,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Swings
y'all already know,
games.
yeah.
Yeah, like so easy to say. Where what do you got? Super Scroll.
Super Scroll. Um, oh, let me say one more thing about Shang-Chi real quick.
Yeah.
Whenever I lose to the baby variant, it pisses me off so bad. I can't, bro. It's certain cards I just can't. I just gotta turn the game off after that. But I mean, we can move on. Super
True.
Scroll
I
though,
think he's one of those cards though, like Shang Chi,
yeah,
Annihilus. I think people are more mad at Annihilus because they couldn't play the card they wanted to play.
right.
But like Shang Chi, it's like dang, like
Or or you mean Live?
I mean Eliath. My bad,
Yeah,
Eliath.
yeah. It's like baby Shang. Is it Shang Chi?
Shang
Like baby
Shang.
Shang Chi, and then is it like Dan Hip Eliath?
Oh yeah, that's the one
I
I
can't.
use.
I can't stand.
Like
But
when someone like snaps and I have prio, and I'm like, dude, it's over.
right.
Like it's over. And
Super
then they give me
Scroll.
like the Miss Marvel emote because they're mad.
Yeah.
All right, we got Super Scroll next.
Super Scroll. Um, man, I feel like this card doesn't work properly.
Really?
Yes. Um, I mean, just because of that, I would put him like at the top of B. because
Okay.
I played like I had him, and I played against a Iron Man Onslaught Living Tribunal deck, and I lost in like he didn't copy Onslaught's ability, so I don't know it's I feel like he's bugged. I don't.
Yeah, it's weird how the
Yeah.
numbers work, but I don't know. I had a good time with them when Miss Marvel came out because like everyone was playing Miss
Right.
Marvel, so I just
Yeah.
played Super Scroll to copy their
And
Miss
then
Marvel, and I ended up winning.
yeah, and back in the day when before they like nerfed Galactus multiple times, you use him to beat Galactus plus no. So
Oh crap!
oh, what happened?
Oh nothing. Let's see. I muted myself when I snorted.
Oh,
What? You could hear it on Discord, right?
no, I couldn't even hear it. I couldn't even hear it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ma-
Next we have Mr. Negative. Where you got him?
Man, I'm also not a fan of Mr. Negative at all. I mean,
Well, yeah.
I just don't like him. I'm like biased against him. So
I
I
like Mr.
personally
Negative.
I'll put him in like C to be, but
See,
he's definitely better than that, right? But
I got
I
him
mean, you
like
rank. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna
I
let
got
you
a
rank.
middle of B. I
All
think
right.
he's okay.
Yeah.
Like you should make decks where you necessarily don't need him to go off. Like you could probably add like Ravona
Right.
or like Zabu. Like especially if you're playing like Iron Man and Mystique. Like Ravona's a good backup plan. Plus you could play Mr. Negative on 3. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it feels bad when you don't play Mr. Negative like on curve or before curve. It's just like you lose most of the time.
Yeah. Exactly. Miss Mary, Miss Typhoid. I mean, she got to go like C or D.
Yeah, I got to see.
It's the same. It's literally it's kind of the same as a Tuma in my opinion. Like you need to offset her ability.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
got some
You
cool
have to play
variants though.
Zero or Enchantress on her,
Yeah,
or
Luke Cage, but
makes sense.
yeah, Warpath
Yeah, where you got Warpath?
probably right next to Namor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like that's a card you don't see that often, and it's just
right.
like, all right, you want me to lose one lane so I could get an advantage in another lane that I might lose to? Like it's like, come on. So
So
it's sort of asking or saying like you should play Warpath and then Professor X, and like that's like how the Destroyer decks were back in the day.
yeah,
But
I also like them with like if you just run like a straight up ongoing deck with like Claw, Onslaught, Spectrum, Zabu, and Omega Red, but I mean, outside of that, I would never. So,
yeah,
White Queen,
yeah, White Queen. Where you got her?
she's not good, bro. Like,
Really?
I don't think so. And again, y'all, some of these cards I just be hating on. So y'all gotta understand that. But it's like, okay, so you can obviously you're taking one of the opponent's cards.
Yep. I believe their most powerful card or
Yeah,
one of
they're
them.
strongest.
All
But
right.
it's I mean, in my opinion, or yeah, the way I see it, I just either rather use Loki or Moon. Did we even have Moon Girl on here or
No,
Moon
we
Girl?
don't.
I think that's the last one we forgot.
Wait,
But
we gotta find Moon Girl.
oh, there she go. Right, you right on her. You right on her. Okay.
There
The
we
way
go.
the way I see it, I just rather use Moon Girl, Loki, or like because I'll use White. If I was to use White Queen, it would be with like Devil Dinosaur most of the time.
True. And White Queen did come out before Loki,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think
Where
she's
you
like
gonna?
C-ish. But if
See,
you
okay.
like play her on curve,
Yeah, it's great
like it's White Queen, and then if you have like Quinjet out, you could play their biggest card if it's a six
for
drop
5.
on 5.
True. Yeah. I mean, like I said, y'all, I hate on some of these cards for no reason. So,
Especially if you're a
man,
beginner player, that's what you want to do.
yeah,
I think advanced level, some of these cards we don't even bother to look at twice. But
right.
next we have Man Thing.
It's tough. I used to use them before they nerfed Luke Cage, and then I haven't used them ever since Luke Cage is a 3 cost card. So I'm not sure how to. I would probably say like C,
All right.
because I was using like a Zabu man thing with like Enchantress. I mean, not Enchant. Jeez. Uh, what's her face? Mystique.
Gotcha.
I was doing some cool stuff like that, but I don't know, man. It might
Yeah,
not be
he's
that
a
great.
cool card. It's just that
Yeah,
the game has gone so tall where people don't like you. It's hard for you to win that lane regardless.
yeah.
So
I mean, you can definitely win if you have like a Green Goblin into Man thing. Like it's just gonna be very hard for them to get that 8 points back.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't know, man. But last week we found their Moon Girl.
yeah, Moon Girl. We almost forgot Moon Girl.
Right. I say B. I
You
probably
say
say
B?
B or maybe even A.
I
Um.
think she's A.
Okay. The
Like,
is she's kind of no. You go ahead. You go ahead.
well, there's a lot of good decks you could put her into. It's just that sometimes when you fill up your hand with crap, it sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like yeah, I kind of get like a absorbing man vibe from her in the sense that like there you could be really creative with her. Like you could get 2 devil dinosaurs. You could use her with like She-Hulk and Infinite. If you like magic, you get like 2 She-Hulks. Get your Infinite out on the last turn. Um, I don't know if you got like Ravona, you can do like 2 Iron Hearts or like you. It's like it's a lot of cool things you could do, but again, you must pull those cards that you want first.
Yeah, you
So
can't get trigger happy with the Moon Girl. Like, I like
yeah,
to play Moon Girl with Destroy because if I got
word.
like double death or something like that,
Oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty
See,
cool.
like it's a lot of things you could do, but
Yeah. So
now as far as the top 5, are you good with that?
yeah.
All right.
Are you good with that or no?
Yeah, I think I like it. I like it.
I think those are the top 4 drops. I think I don't know. Maybe Loki is debatable on top 5, or it
Right.
was top 5.
Yeah, definitely. The first version of Loki is like you just make another. You make 2 more S tier. Like you make the like I said
Yeah,
triple S tier, and you just put him up.
yeah. But
So
I
it's
think
like
this is fine for the
yeah,
most part.
okay.
If you guys don't think it's fine, just let me know in the comments.
Yeah, I
So
do that. But
this is gonna be it for this video. Be on the lookout for 5 drops. We're gonna rank 5 drops. Hopefully we got this one right. If we didn't, again, just let us know in the comments. Again, follow 218s. His info is gonna be in the description. And until next time, guys. Peace out.
see y'all.
All right. Crap, I should have
Almost
used a cough drop in the beginning.